Hello everyone and welcome to another Star Wars Old Republic video. And today we are talking about Knights of the Eternal Throne data mined information. Now one thing I want to quickly mention is this is complete primitive information. It's totally subject to change and there's not much info. So if you really don't want any spoilers and you just don't want to know anything about the storyline and you want to experience it yourself, this video might not be for you. You might want to click out of it. But on the other hand, it's not like this contains heavy spoilers of actual things that are going to be going on in the game. And so if you just want to know this information, then you can go ahead and stay on the video. Now, I absolutely love data mine information. I love knowing info ahead of time, being ahead of the game and everything, and that's basically why I'm doing this video, and I'm going to be keeping you guys updated. So I'm going to be keep doing videos whenever there's data mine information to talk about, and so that's basically why I'm doing this video. Now before I get into the actual info that's been released, what I want to quickly mention is the background. What you're seeing are images from Knights of the Eternal Throne loading screens. So these are some of the loading screens that show off some of the locations that we're probably going to be able to travel to and experience with Knights of the Eternal Throne. However, let's get into the actual info. Now there's going to be 9 new chapters, okay, so I don't know if that's the whole storyline, if that encompasses everything we're going to be able to experience, or if that's just straight out the bat like Knights of the Fallen Empire was. We just get 9 new chapters when the expansion releases, and then the subsequent chapters will be released like monthly or something like that. However, the first chapter is called Betrayal on Voss. So obviously we're going to be led to Voss, and something's going to happen there where we are going to be betrayed. Now in some chapters, guys, and this is probably the most exciting tidbit of information I have heard about Knights of the Eternal Throne in general, that we'll be able to have some really cool gameplay mechanics. For example, we'll be able to play other characters, including a mouse droid and a Zakul Knight. Now, if you guys have watched some of my other videos, I have mentioned that I absolutely loved it when Knights of the Fallen Empire gave us cool gameplay mechanics. For example, there was points in the storyline where if we accepted Valkorian's power, we got like new ability bars. And then obviously with that final fight with Arkin, if we used a lightsaber, the special lightsaber we had made, we got special abilities, and then we had to use as a cool Knight shield, for example, and that gave us special abilities as well. Also, being able to choose whether you wanted Zakul weapons or turrets to help you throughout the chapter, all that kind of stuff was awesome. I absolutely loved it. So it's nice to see that they're continuing that trend in Knights of the Eternal Throne, and that we're going to have some even cooler gameplay mechanics, things like where we get to play as a mouse droid and as a cool knight itself. So that's going to be very cool. There's going to be new repeatable content, okay, uprisings on 8 planets, solo, tactical, and hard mode available. So what that means is we're going to have some new cool repeatable story content that you'll be able to play as solo if you just want to experience the story, or obviously you can play it as tactical and hard mode stuff. So some new PvE content, and that looks promising, guys. It doesn't mean, that obviously doesn't say that we're getting new operations or flashpoints or stuff, but it does show that we're getting new PvE content, and we're probably, going to be getting new operations and stuff along the way. Once again, this is very, very primitive information, but it's showing a very, very good trend that we're going to be getting a ton of new PvE content. Now we're getting tons of new and old locations, and that's what I'm showing in the background of this video. It's going to be on a repeat of these images of the loading screens that we're going to be seeing, and so obviously those loading screens are reminiscent of some of the locations we're going to be able to travel to. Here's another really, really exciting piece of information. 2 new companions that we're going to be getting, and we're obviously going to be getting more companions throughout the story, but these are just 2 companions that we know for now that we're going to be getting, and one of them is Empress Asina and Shae Vizsla. And for those of you who don't know, Empress Asina is she's just a member of a Dark Council. She's enveloped in some of the storylines in SWTOR. You can go ahead and search her up on Google if you want more information about who she is, but she's just basically a SWTOR character who was on the Dark Council. And then obviously you guys know who Shae Vizsla is, so it's nice to see that we're getting those 2 new companions. The level cap will be increased to 70, crew skills will be increased to 600, and we'll have new endgame gear. So the rating will be 236, 240, and 244 for the PvP gear. For the PvE gear. The PvP gear will be 224 and 228 for regular and ranked respectively, and then augments will be 228. So obviously we're getting all this new gear, and all that stuff is common. That's what always happens when we have a new expansion released. The level cap increases by 5 levels, the crew skills increases by 50, and then we have new endgame gear. Alright, so this is just the data mine information we have so far. I must say, very, very exciting. We have that trend towards new PvE content. We have some new companions, some really amazing gameplay mechanics that are going to be released in the expansion, and I'm really excited to hear about the new information that we're going to be getting in October about the expansion. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys are excited and hyped for Knights of the Eternal Throne, and I'll see you in the next one.